Hi, it's Jenny, and it has been a big half year since our last favorite, so I think it is time to update our little favorites list. You can follow me on Instagram right here. You can watch our previous favorites here, and today we've got an array of things. As you can tell, we've got a lot of beauty and skincare products, and we've got our sponsor today, Anna Louisa, with some gorgeous jewelry pieces that I am showcasing. This is probably the third or fourth time I've worked with them, so it is really exciting to work with them again, and thank you for collaborating with me on this YouTube video. Just quickly, they're having 20% off site-wide right now as part of their summer sale. I am so jealous of all you Northern Hemisphere babies enjoying the summer sun. It is cold here, but thank you for letting us join in on your sale. There's a special link in the description box here, and I'll show you these gorgeous pieces a little later on. So starting off first, as always, with skincare. For background information, I have combination sensitive, dehydrated skin that is acne prone and just allergic to a lot of products. So something that I have been loving for, I want to say, the entire half year is the Hydrating, I'm going to butcher this, but Gochujang Hyaluronic Lotion. Now, when I first used this, I was like, it's nothing special. I used it for a couple months, didn't really see that much of a difference until I ran out of the product last month, and it was a long 4 weeks of not using it. My skin was so dry. It was getting irritated. I had a lot of like dehydration lines pop up. And let me know if any of you have experienced this, but when I first started putting it on, I had like slight, not really bubbles, but a little bit like small foam bubbles that it made me think that I didn't cleanse my face properly, like I left a bit of cleanser on. But I think that's just how the product is, so don't worry if you see some bubbles. Your face is clean. Might just be the product. And I've used like the Drunk Elephant Hyaluronic, the serum, and I've used other toners and essences, but it hasn't really quenched me dehydrated skin as much as this one, and it just soaks right in, and it makes applying all the other subsequent products really easily. And honestly, since having this product back in my life, my skin is not peeling anymore. Changed my life. So continuing on with the dry, wretched winter skin, my new obsession has been the Balm 27. I got gifted this as part of a Mecca PR package. Thank you so much, Mecca gods, because it is very expensive. So if you can go get a sample, go get it. If you suffer from dehydrated skin in the winter or just dry skin in general, this will be your savior. It is luxurious. She is creamy. Now, what I was scared about with this product is that I tend to get clogged pores really easily, so I had to like discontinue use of all of my more oil-based moisturizers and stop using facial oils just because it was getting so textured and bumpy, and my skin was just really irritated and unhappy. After using this for, I want to say, almost 2 months on and off, I haven't had like bad congestion or bad acne or anything. In fact, my skin has been pretty calm. Fingers crossed, touch wood. I feel like every time I say, oh, I haven't had a pimple in a while, I'll get a pimple the next day. But let's dive into this pot of magical goodness. So, I hope I got this right, but it is a bioenergy repairing skin balm. It has got 27 ingredients, hence balm 27, and it is anti-aging. So while it might be targeted at more kind of mature age skin, I think, you know, I'm nearing the end of my 20s, and it's never too early to start your anti-aging regime. Because it is quite a thick balm, I do like using it at night when I sleep just so I can absorb all the goodness. But if I am going to put makeup on during the day, I will put this on because I find it makes my skin so smooth and supple that the makeup just really glides on and stays on. So it's a blend of key ingredients including Centella Asiatica, which is found in a lot of K-beauty and Asian beauty products because it is so good for like anti-inflammatory benefits, for if your skin gets red, for like acne breakouts, to kind of stimulate cell growth. I just find that after I've used this product, my skin is definitely a lot more like youthful. There's a bit of a glow to it, and it feels much nicer to touch. And I had such a bad, I want to say like allergic reaction or a winter wind rash, that my face was constantly super hot. It was really red. It was so dry. I had to use the Aven Cicalicate balm. I'll put a picture here. I literally looked like I was wearing a mask, but it was just moisturizer because I would just wait till that layer soaked in, put another one on because my face was so hot and dry. I was a little scared of using this just because I feel that it is quite powerful. So I didn't want to irritate my skin further and just kind of keep it as simple as possible. And then my friend from Mecca recommended me use this, and honestly, overnight, the rash stopped, the hotness was gone, the dryness was gone. And the only thing she said not to do was to pair it with like strong retinols or something, because it could be a little bit too much for your skin. But Winter Savior, Balm 27, go get a sample and try it out for yourself. Next up is something that I hate to use, but I have finally found the product that works for me. It is dun 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 dun, foundation. Now, I rarely ever use foundation. I only use concealer because I just don't like the feeling of my skin with foundation on. Like, it just feels heavy, I can't breathe through me pores, and I almost always will get some sort of reaction to every foundation that I've used so far, whether it be itchiness, dryness, like literally will start flaking halfway through the day. And I just find that foundation for some reason on my skin looks very cakey, like it never looks dewy or like it's, you know, blending into my skin or anything. So years ago, a makeup artist put on the Kogendo Aqua Foundation, and I think I wore it for a month and I did not have a single breakout, and I wanted to purchase this product ever since then. That was 2016. 5 years later, I have finally purchased it. Firstly, because it is quite expensive. It's $74 on Adore Beauty. Secondly, I had no freaking idea what my color match was. So I used the Adore Beauty foundation match, which is foundation if you wanna figure it out. Lo and behold, miracle, it actually matches really well. So it is a mineral foundation and more of a dewy kind of moisturized look finish. Obviously, I'm not a beauty guru, which is why I'm having so much trouble describing this. So if you do like a matte finish, this is probably not the product for you. It is light to medium coverage. I've been wearing it every day. I have had zero irritation. I haven't had a pimple, touch wood. It looks really nice. It doesn't crease under the eyes. And it doesn't look cakey and it doesn't look dusty, and it looks like my skin. Honestly, there's like not a bad thing that I can say about this, except for it's a little bit expensive, but the joys it brings me and my skin, priceless. So if you have sensitive Asian skin, I would highly recommend trying out this foundation. It will bring you so much joy. So onto accessories, and obviously today's sponsor is Ana Luisa. They are having their summer sale, 20% off everything right now, and with prices starting from just $39. I wanted to share with you some of the pieces from their collection that I have selected. Firstly, we've got the twisted rope earrings. This is probably my third pair. I lost my first pair. I have my second pair still, but I just wanted to get a third pair of them just in case. I purchased my own first pair as well. I love them so much. They're like the right amount of statement, but also subtle enough that I can keep wearing my kind of everyday jewelry without it looking like I've just got way too much going on. It's not a gaudy gold. I love all their gold pieces because it's slightly more like, I want to say slightly more pink toned than yellow toned, because my necklaces are rose gold and I feel like they match really easily. I have sensitive skin. These don't irritate me. I just make sure to wipe them with an alcohol wipe, and also they haven't tarnished. Like, my second pair I've probably had for almost a year, and I wore them, I want to say a couple times a week. I don't really look after them that well. No tarnishing. So I thought I'd pick up another pair of earrings, the little heart drop Jessica earrings, to match my cardigan with the heart buttons today. The heart is solid, but it's not like heavy or will weigh your ear down at all, and it's just attached to a sleeper. And to accessorize my ring, I've got the slim rope twist ring from previously, but I wanted to match up with a nice dainty ring. So I got the dainty paisley ring, which just has a tiny little cubic zirconia little rectangle in the middle, and I think it's a nice subtle ring to wear every day. So I've got collaborations with some of my favorite YouTubers like Beauty Within and also Michelle Choi, so it's always exciting to see who they're gonna collaborate with next. And also, thank you for sponsoring today's video. I also wanted to share this beautiful artwork, which was kindly gifted to me by Studio Liquify during lockdown. It came at such a perfect time. Just look at it! Isn't it so soothing? So obviously the name reflects what it is. It is liquid poured art, and she does a beautiful array of colors. I've chosen this more earthy toned one just because I wanted to match it in my living room with my plants and all the kind of orange and green tones. And just looking at it, I feel so zen. I put it on my keyboard piano, so when I can't pay it please and I'm about to crack it, I can look at this and I feel much more calm. Next up, I want to talk period panties. So I've been wanting to try period undies for a while now, but obviously you've got all the questions like, Will it leak? Will it even sink in? How uncomfortable is it? So the reason why I first purchased them was because I hate wearing pads at nighttime. And because my period is quite light as well, I basically start using liners from day 3, and I do feel like it's quite annoying to having to keep changing a liner. And also, I don't really bleed when I'm horizontal either, so I was like, I'm gonna test it out for nighttime wear, especially in summer, because it gets really uncomfortable. It was a bit of a trial and error. Took about 3 periods, I want to say, for me to start loving them. It is quite an unusual feeling at the start. It does semi feel like you're wearing a pad at the start, but much more breathable, much more comfortable. It's called almost like a nappy. The section there in the undies is thicker, and depending on like how heavy your flow is and how strong the underwear is, it'll become thicker and thicker with like the 24-hour leak-proof ones, for example. So the ones that I've purchased are Modi Body. I haven't tried any other brands, so let me know which ones that you think are really good and that you would recommend. My favorite is the Sensual High Waist Bikini. I don't know why they call it sensual. It's just a little bit of lace at the top. The regular fit bikini, the elastic, I feel like just kind of digs into your stomach, and I do feel like the sizing fits smaller as well. I actually cut the elastic on the sides of these just to try and make them more comfortable. The high waist sensual ones, the lace trim, so much more forgiving, so comfortable. I do not feel like they're trying to squeeze my stomach out of me. So I purchased the light to moderate and then the heavy. The heavy is definitely a lot more thicker. It's a lot more like nappy feeling, but as you wear it during the day, you'll kind of forget it's there, and it's definitely a lot more breathable and a lot more comfortable than pads. But on day 3 or the days leading up to your period, when you're like, will you or won't you be knocking at my door? It's great just because of like, you don't want to waste so many liners like wearing them during the day, just thinking like, when is my period going to come? And also in the days where you're just spotting as well, I find these undies are so good. Honestly, life-changing. A lot of you on Instagram also agreed and said Modi Body was also your favorite. Sponsor me if you're looking for new creators to collaborate with. But let me know what you guys think of period panties. And a lot of people have also recommended Diva cups or like period cups. I think I'm not quite there yet. That's another level I need to reach. But at the moment, I'm very happy with me period panties. And of course, last but not least, which I know all of you are waiting for my review on, the Bissell! So this is the spot clean one. Obviously, I saw the Bissell little green machine on TikTok multiple times and I had to go buy it. Surprisingly, it wasn't that expensive. I thought it'd be more around like the 400 mark. I purchased it because I have a puppy. She's actually sleeping behind me right now. You can see a little bit of her fluff. And she's doing this thing where she's like trained, but she likes to pee and poop on the carpet for fun. So that's why I bought it, because even though we like scrub really hard at it, you just never know like what's really seeped into the carpet. So we've been using to spot clean that. So if you've got a puppy or a doggy or a kitty that has little accidents around the house and it's carpet, use that. And also if you have like fabric covered car seats or your couch, because I will vacuum my couch from time to time, but I just know there is way more stuff in there. And I most recently used it on that nasty piece of carpet in the corner over there. We are having some troubles with our shower where it starts leaking under the wall of the shower between our bedroom, and then the water will come out through the carpet. And we have like put the fan there, we've put towels there, I've put bicarb soda to try and get the water out, but the carpet is always moist, and when you step on it, it squelches. The water coming out of it was like a tidal wave. Everyone was like, this is so satisfying, clean more. It was disgusting, the forbidden chocolate milk, but so satisfying. The only bad thing about the product is that it uses the solution quite easily. Like I did 2 patches of carpet where my doggy likes to pee, and that was about half the bottle of the solution. And I think the solution is like $20 a bottle. So that could get a little bit exy, and you would have to repurchase quite a lot, but I love the machine. How good it is at getting out like long-term stains, I'm not too sure. So yeah, if you guys are getting to that age where you really love cleaning products, get a Bissell. And before I wrap up today, I also wanted to thank everyone for your incredible support on the new web series Celebration Nation. linked down below. It's right next to this video. You can go watch. All 6 episodes are out now. We were very lucky to be funded by Screen Australia and YouTube to make our own TV series about working in retail. It's a comedy. It's written by young, cool women like me, Molly and Gabby, for young, cool women and anybody else who wants to watch it. And thank you so much, because without you guys, we wouldn't have been able to even apply for this initiative. So without every single one of you, I wouldn't have been able or allowed to apply. So thank you. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Don't forget, you get 20% off Anna Louisa. Thank you, Anna Louisa, for sponsoring today's video. You can find me on Instagram at jennyjzhou for more vacuum content. You can find me on Weibo at Jenny, and you can listen to my bilingual podcast with Bei called The Shameless Sisters right here on Apple Podcasts. I'll see you guys next time.